The University of Nebraska-Lincoln has always been home to great leaders. Its students exemplify the 6 character traits of a Husker: citizenship, dependability, commitment, respect, caring, and open-mindedness.
A prime example of Nebraska's leadership is the story of George Flippin. George Flippin attended the University of Nebraska from 1891 to 1894, where he was the first black athlete at UNL and the 5th black athlete in the nation to play football at a predominantly white university. During his first season, the University of Missouri would not play Nebraska unless Flippin was dropped from the team, but Nebraska refused and Missouri forfeited the game. Flippin was later voted team captain by his teammates, and he graduated to become a successful doctor credited with saving more lives than any other doctor during a polio epidemic. George Flippin also became the first black player to be inducted into the Nebraska Football Hall of Fame, and his image is immortalized in Memorial Stadium's northwest tunnel doors.
In 1947, the student government adopted a resolution requesting the withdrawal from the Big Six Conference unless the clause which prohibited black athletes from playing at segregated universities was revoked.
The university broke down more cultural barriers when it began accepting many Nisei students. Nisei is a term for the second generation of Japanese born in new countries, including the U.S. Shortly after Pearl Harbor, the Japanese were evacuated from large U.S. military zones, pushing many of them away from their homes on the West Coast. The Nisei students struggled to continue their studies as they were often turned away from schools who would only allow a certain number of Nisei students to enroll. Nebraska led the nation with its willingness to accept any and all Nisei students from their internment camps, enrolling over 100 Nisei in a 3-year period. The Lincoln community welcomed the students and helped the Nisei find jobs, housing, and community groups upon their arrival to help their transition. By its leadership, UNL has inspired its students to achieve greatness.
Jack Fisher became student council president at UNL in 1935, where he spearheaded the effort to construct a student union despite a lack of support from the university administration and even some downright opposition from some Board of Regents members who were unwilling to accept federal funding. His persistence paid off, and the union was finally constructed. The union was later expanded in 1959 when the chancellor decided that the original union was too small for a growing university.
In 1949, Johnny Carson graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in radio and speech with a minor in physics. While on campus, he was a member of Phi Gamma Delta fraternity and served as a Master of Ceremonies for the Male Dramatic Society Cosmic Club. As alumni of the University of Nebraska, he went on to host The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson for 30 years, has received 6 Emmy Awards, and was also awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1992. To honor his legacy, the University of Nebraska renamed the theater college the Johnny Carson School of Theater and Film.
In 2010, Jack Hoffman celebrated his 5th birthday with a trip to his first Husker football game, where his parents purchased him a number 22 Rex Burkhead jersey. Over the next year, Jack underwent 2 surgeries for a tumor next to his brainstem, and after the surgeries, Jack began chemotherapy. In 2011, Jack's dream of meeting Rex Burkhead, star running back for the Huskers, came true. This meeting evolved into a remarkable friendship between Rex and Jack. Rex's persistence in promoting awareness of pediatric brain cancer has helped place the disease under a national spotlight. Then, during Nebraska's 2013 spring game, 7-year-old Jack Hoffman got the chance of a lifetime.
And he's wearing the number 22, guys.
It is Jack Hoffman of Team Jack coming out on the field right now in this 4th down and short.
For the red team,
Jack Hoffman has been adopted really by this football team, a young man who has battled brain cancer, is on the field right now for the Huskers.
One more snap for Taylor Martinez, too, who will hand it off to Jack.
So Taylor gets the shotgun set, gives it to Jack. Here he goes. He's got blockers out in front.
There he
Jack
goes.
is running the midfield. Listen to this crowd as Jack Hoffman, a young man that, as I mentioned, has really been adopted by this football team, just scored a touchdown.
Oh, wow. What a moment.
And both benches empty.
That was a moment right there. Wow, goosebumps.
Since Jack's famous touchdown run, He has received his own Upper Deck trading card and has met President Barack Obama. And with the support of Senator Deb Fischer, September 26, 2013 has been designated as National Pediatric Brain Cancer Awareness Day.
The University of Nebraska has historically represented a place of hope and acceptance for its students. The school has torn down racial boundaries, developed a strong and supportive community atmosphere, and has had some truly inspirational students. Nebraska has had an admirable history, and you are here to help pave the way for its future.